G'day everyone, I'm Alan from Infrared Sauna Repairs. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to replace a Quartz Halogen tube in a full spectrum infrared heater, the type with the R7S lamp holder that you'll find in units like Found Space, Leisurescape, Spas, iHealth and a few others. This video is intended for qualified technicians and professionals only. Working on infrared heaters involves electrical components, so if you're not experienced, please consult a professional before attempting this repair. In this video, I'll walk you through how to take apart the heater and gain access to the tube, how to remove the old tube, what to look for before installing the new one, and how to refit everything correctly so it runs safely and efficiently. Now, before we get started, make sure the unit is completely isolated from the power. These heaters run at a high temperature and mains voltage, so safety always comes first. Let's get into it. First, we need to start by removing the backrest that sits in front of the infrared heaters. There should be a few screws along the top and the bottom of the backrest. Once those screws are removed, you should be able to easily move the backrest outside of the sauna. Once we've got the backrest out of the way, we can start removing the cover from the heater. There is a bracket across the middle of the heater that holds the two separate pieces of glass in place. Be careful here to hold on to the top piece of glass at the same time as you remove the screws from the bracket, as the top piece of glass may fall out once the bracket is removed. Once the bracket is off, gently take the top piece of glass out, followed by the bottom piece, and set them aside somewhere safe. To remove the old tube, you will need to gently push down on one end of the tube, compressing the spring inside the lamp holder. This will allow room on the opposite end of the tube for us to remove. When installing the new tube, we will need to repeat the process in the opposite direction, while additionally being careful not to touch the glass of the tube. The oil from our fingers can create hot spots when the heater is on. To install the new tube, push down on the spring-loaded end again and line up the tube with the opposing lamp holder. Make sure the ceramic ends line up properly in their holders so that the tube can be fully seated and have maximum contact with the conductive part of the lamp holder. Once it's seated correctly, check that the tube is clean and free from any oil or dirt. Now we can start putting the heater back together. Beginning with the bottom piece of glass, placing it back into the bottom bracket, then carefully installing the top piece of glass, making sure you don't let go as it could fall out. Next, place the center bracket back over the glass and reinstall the two small screws. It's better to tighten these by hand rather than drill so you don't accidentally apply too much pressure. Carefully secure both screws back into place. Before putting the backrest in, give the heater a quick clean. Once the backrest is installed, it becomes much harder to access. Now place the backrest back inside the sauna and refit it the same way it came out, using the same screws and aligning with the original screw holes. Once everything's back together, turn the sauna back on and check that the tube is running properly. And there we have it, a new Quartz Halogen tube installed in your infrared heater.